Today I review the 2017 reboot Power Rangers, where 5 ordinary teens must become something extraordinary when they learn that their small town is on the verge of being destroyed by an alien threat. But before I get started, if you enjoyed this review and you want to watch new reviews that I post every Monday and Friday, like this video and subscribe to my channel by clicking on the box right here. I grew up watching the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers show as a kid, and that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. And honestly, it's still pretty cool, because I have the shirt, I have the poster, I even have cups. So when I watched this movie, I was hoping, praying that it wouldn't be terrible. And you know what? It's not terrible. It's actually quite fun. This movie took a darker tone, being as how it's made for the fans who grew up with Power Rangers as kids, so that allowed it to go places it wouldn't be allowed to go in the kids show. For example, the Power Rangers are all social outcasts one way or another, except for Billy, but they're all bullies and delinquents instead of being goody two-shoes like they are in the show. And there's a lot of murder in this movie. Either it's being shown or it's being talked about, but it happens enough for it to shock me. Like, I came into this expecting Power Rangers, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing Rita Repulsa violently murdering a man. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know it was going to be that dark. I'm interested, though. Even though it is a darker movie, Power Rangers still managed to capture that fun cheesiness that made the show famous. The moment when they actually become the Power Rangers got my little kid heart pumping, because they were doing superhuman athletic stuff. They did karate on rock monsters. They were driving robot dinosaurs. They even had the Power Rangers theme song from the 1995 movie playing. When that happened, tears, not a lot of tears, but tears were streaming down my face. I was so happy. And as cheesy as all of that was, it got me hyped. It made me smile. I couldn't be mad at it. I wanted to be mad at it, but I just loved it too much. I also had to talk about the Power Rangers themselves. I thought they were casted very well. I liked all 5 of them. I thought they each did a great job of taking these beloved characters and putting their own spin on them, making them their own. Especially R.J. Cyler as Billy and Ludi Lin as Zach. They were my favorites. And I liked the chemistry they had together. It was definitely a Breakfast Club type of grouping, but who doesn't love the Breakfast Club? And the movie gives a decent amount of time, for the most part, developing their characters, but only decently. It's harder for a movie to have multiple main characters, because either the movie will have to be longer to properly develop those characters, or some characters' screen time will have to be cut. And in this movie, some screen time got cut because most of the focus was put on Jason, Kimberly, and Billy. You learn so much about their lives before you even meet the other 2 characters, Trini and Zach. And those two, they just show up like, we're here too. And when characters do that in a movie, the first thought you think of is like, wait, who are you? Where'd you come from? You don't learn anything about Trini or Zach until later in the movie in very small scenes. And I was like, shoot, at least take those small scenes and put them in the beginning of the movie so they don't catch me by surprise. The writing was also inconsistent, because at times Power Rangers would be decent and watchable, but at other times it would turn cliche and cringy, especially in the dialogue. And I know it's Power Rangers, and Power Rangers is cheesy and cringy, but, and I'm going to keep preaching this until the sun blows up, if you have good writing, it won't be cringy. It's just facts. Like, take writing classes seriously, people. These movies need help. And I'm going to go on a bit of a nerd rant here, but Tommy Oliver needed to be in this movie. For those of you who don't know, Tommy Oliver is the most popular Power Ranger in the history of Power Rangers. If you ask any fan who their favorite Ranger is, 95% of the time, it's Tommy. Now, Tommy didn't need to be a Ranger yet in this movie, but he at least needed to be present. That way he would have made fans excited, and they would have pushed really hard for a sequel to be made. This movie just says his name at the end of the credits, and now look where it's at. It's being rebooted again. Overall, this movie wasn't terrible. It wasn't great, but it was fun. I liked the cast, I liked the darker direction it was trying to take, and it brought me back to my childhood happy place, so I can't complain that much. Power Rangers is not what I wanted, but I'll take it. Like sugar-free soda. Thanks for watching. Click right here to watch more reviews. And to see new reviews, click right here to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything.